Speaking of drivel nonsense, arguably my greatest segue ever, here's The View.
And there are Trump donors who are now giving to DeSantis, meaning they're giving to his, quote, re-election campaign, right, for governor. But they know he's raising much more money than he's actually going to need for the governor's race. And as a result, he's going to have this huge war chest at the end of this re-election campaign. Guess where that's going to go?
You were saying he's got about $200 million?
He's going to have about $200 million probably by the time of the election. He's got 125
Who are these people giving money to these people?
Well, and by the way, Sonny made a good point for folks who aren't familiar. What a lot of these apps and websites do is you click to give once, and it actually signs you up to recurringly give. It is so unfair. It is a grift.
People are losing their homes. They're losing
what a surprise. There's a grift involved in this. Oh, no.
A lot of the people are giving to
Lord. Okay. Do we have to do DeSantis 101? He kept the state open. Florida is thriving. He is defending free speech. He is stopping the ever-encroaching federal government. He's making sure we don't get flooded with illegals. He is doing all of the right things. Like if you got a checklist, the right things, bam, he's just checking them off every day. That guy goes to bed and puts his head on the pillow knowing that he did good work on any given day. And I'm telling you, I am meeting so many people here of every walk of life that are so appreciative of DeSantis and being in Florida and doing it right. So they're upset that he's raising money. Now, why is he raising money? Now, first off, he doesn't need $200 million to win his reelection here, obviously. He's running against this guy, Charlie Crist. Charlie Crist used to be governor of Florida. He was a Republican governor of Florida years ago. Now he's a Democrat. He's also a closet case. People used to talk about that, but now I guess they don't talk about it anymore. He has absolutely no support. He's an inauthentic weirdo. He's just, there's nothing there. So DeSantis obviously is going to crush it. And I would say in many ways, DeSantis already is the president of the United States in a certain regard. He's not president by title, but he's president in terms of the president is supposed to be the leader of the country. And if America is still a free nation that is ruled by law and the founding documents and all those things, then Ron DeSantis basically is the president already. But they're so obsessed with this guy because the meme has gone out to the media right now. It's very obvious what has happened. There was an article in the New Yorker that basically was saying, it's by this guy, Jonathan Chait, another one of these kind of Trump deranged people who gets everything wrong, but you know, in lefty world, you always move up, how Ron DeSantis is actually worse than Trump because he's got all the policies of Trump, but he's competent. So it's like competent Hitler. The other one we had was stupid Hitler. Now we got competent Hitler. That is going to be the meme on DeSantis for sure. Oh my God, he staffs right. He knows what battles to fight. He doesn't have the personal baggage and all of that stuff. So he's got all the good Trump stuff and he's functional. Oh dear Lord, what are we going to do? But what's interesting about that video of those ladies on The View is that that girl that's sitting on the right over there, Alyssa Farah, she was in the Trump administration, okay? So she was in the Trump administration, but now she is making a career going after Trump, going after Republicans. She's the perfect pet Republican, right? These people that go on MSNBC, they go on The View, they get pat on the head, they get a cookie, and they have no shame. And she calls Ron DeSantis a grifter. The people that are giving Ron DeSantis money, they're giving him money because it's money well spent. It's a rare moment where actually giving money to a politician is money well spent because you are helping someone strengthen their ability to defend you, not rule over you. It is a distinction that is lost on these clown people. But anyway, this Alyssa Farah, who is now becoming a media darling, she's on CNN and she's on The View and she throws all of her former colleagues under the bus and she pretends she has nothing to do with Trump and all of those things. Well, she's getting a sort of nice moment with the mainstream media, but she doesn't realize that they are going to destroy her too. And Sonny's sort of trying to tell her.
I'm very curious as to Alyssa's opinion on this because she probably knows Bannon and all the other crazy people she used to work with. So I'm very curious as to what you think.
Well,
deal with the devil, lady. That's what you signed. You signed a deal with the devil. They will keep you around while you are useful. And the second they are done with you, oh, you were a Trump person. You ushered all this in, blah, blah, blah. So good luck on your little contract for the next year or so, but this will not end well for you, Alyssa Farah. But if you want to do the show and talk about it, I'm all ears.